Hey everybody, it's Tashi. Today I'm going to be showing you what my makeup routine is. I get asked a lot what I do to help keep my face so clear. This is my face completely bare, absolutely nothing on it. And let's get started. So first I'm going to be using a moisturizer. It's the Burt's Bees Intense Hydration Treatment Mask. And it is actually a mask, but I do like to use it just a little bit to moisturize my face. And I just take a little bit and I rub it all over my face. Now I don't use it every single morning when I get up, and I use it maybe only a few times a week because it is meant to be used as a mask. So I think if I use it every day, my face will start to get a little bit oily, so I just use it a little bit. Next, I'm going to be using Mineral Fusion Face Primer. And I absolutely love all of the Mineral Fusion products. You will be seeing the rest of my makeup is going to be Mineral Fusion. And I just take a little bit of the primer and just rub it all. I make sure to be soft with my skin, especially around the eye area. Alright, after that, always make sure I shake up most of the products. I have noticed with the Mineral Fusion, if you don't shake it up before you use it, they tend to separate. I also use the Smoothing Eye Primer. That way when I put on any type of eyeshadow or anything, it stays throughout the day, because I always had a problem with my eyeshadow creasing throughout the day, which, you know, no girl wants if you're wearing your makeup. And I just use a little bit of that and put it all around my eyes, and I'm always make sure to be soft with my eyelids and underneath my eyes. I kind of pat more than rub. And as you can see, that's my face so far with just the primer on. Ah, I have a pimple. You know, those are always fun to get right above the lip. And I usually wait a few minutes for my primer to set. Alrighty, next is going to be my foundation. I use the Sheer Tint Foundation in the neutral color by Mineral Fusion. I love the Sheer Tint Foundation because I do feel like it is a lighter foundation. It usually explodes. So I usually just take the top, what's on the top, off, but yeah, I don't know why it does that. It just always tends to do that. All of my brushes are going to be e.l.f. brushes, and that is a blush brush, but sorry for all of the professional makeup artists cringing. I just use different brushes for different things. I love using a brush to apply my foundation. I do feel like I get a much more even set. And I always stroke outwards with my foundation. I honestly don't know if that's how you're supposed to do it, but I found that's how it works best for me. And I always make sure to get a little bit on my neck so you don't have that weird line that some people get when they only apply foundation to their face. Because when I do put it on, it does come out a little bit orangey for me until I blend everything together. Alright, and after I apply the foundation, I like to use the powder brush by e.l.f. and I like to just use circular motions, and it helps to blend anything I didn't quite blend with the other brush. Alright, after that I'm going to be using the Dual Concealer, and I believe it's in Warm, the one that I use. Now, most people, I did read instructions on this when I first got it. Most people use the darker color first underneath their eyes and then the lighter color. For me, I like to use it just a little bit as a highlighter I don't really think I get bags under my eyes very often, but I like to use it as a highlighter. You can see it just helps to highlight my face. And then next I will be using the powder, and that one is just in a neutral color as well. And I use the same brush that I used to blend earlier before, the powder brush, and I, in circular motions, just blend all around my face. I believe it helps to set my foundation and just even everything out. And as you can see, that is my look so far. A very light look. I don't want to wear a lot of makeup most of the time. You can still see my pimple. And after that, I do use, of course, this is still Mineral Fusion, and I do use the same brush for a lot of things. This is the highlighter. I like to put it just underneath my eyes. I don't really want to put it on my forehead or my nose very often because I do have an oily face, and my face will kind of get oily throughout the day if I do that, I feel like. And I look extra shiny, too shiny, not the pretty, oh, she has highlighter above her cheekbone shine. Alright, after that I will be using the bronzer. I really love this bronzer, and that is the brush. It is another powder brush, and it has dog hair all over it. Thank you, animals. Animal lovers, you understand. So I usually use that, and I love to use it, and I use the 3 stroke. I start on my cheekbone from forehead to chin and just keep doing that until it evens itself out. And I put a little bit on my neck just to make sure that the color looks even all over. I really love this bronzer. It definitely adds color to my face and helps to define my cheekbones. As you can see, you can definitely tell a difference with the bronzer versus without. So after that, I will be using a hydration mist spray. I believe it also smells good, but it also helps to set the foundation and the powder and everything. You can use it throughout the day as well to hydrate your face. That's the one product I take with me all over the town if I go out. After that, just an eyebrow brush. Make sure I don't know if it's possible, but I have a cowlick in my eyebrow, and all of my hairs on one side of my eyebrow just like to go the opposite direction. I use one of the eyeshadow brushes. This is still by e.l.f. And now I will just be coloring in my eyebrows a little bit. This eyeshadow, I believe, is called Density. And of course it's broken. It happens. We all understand. Of course the color I needed was broken as well. I just use a little bit of that. It helps to match my eyebrows to my very rich red hair color. I believe it just helps to define them. As you can see, there is a difference there. After that, I will be using another makeup brush. It is a concealer brush, but I really like it for eyeshadow. I believe it helps just to add a light coat. That's the Mineral Fusion. What color is that? That is the Stunning color. And I like to use the white and just add a little bit of highlighter on my brow bone. And then I just use the tan color. It's a little bit shimmery just to add a little bit of color to my eyelid. You only need a little. A little goes a long way. And I do love this eyeshadow. I do feel like it stays on all day for me, which I like. And I went to go show you what this was, but it was rubbed off. So as you can see, it is mascara. Of course, Mineral Fusion. I really enjoy it. It's not completely waterproof, but I do believe it's water resistant. It doesn't smear throughout the day, but I like my mascara coming off at the end of the day, but that's just me. As you can see, it definitely adds just a little bit of definition. I only put just a tiny bit on. And that is my daily makeup look that I like to have, unless I'm like going on a night out or a nice date type of thing with my husband or something. But that is it. That is my finished look. I hope you enjoyed this quick makeup tutorial, and see you guys later. Bye!